Nobody wants to be zoomed in on my face.
In this video, my coin shop owner finds silver coin errors and discusses rare numismatic finds. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Empire Precious Metals. Stormy here. If you're new to the channel, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a guy in a bucket talking about precious metals, so make sure you blast that subscribe button, get the bell notification clicked. That way you get updated with any new content. Today I am going to the coin shop to talk to Steve, he's my coin shop owner, about some rare silver era coins and some numismatic finds that he just got in a rather large estate purchase. He was talking to me on the phone earlier today, and I was asking him, hey, you want to shoot a video? And he said, you know what? I actually have some really cool numismatic stuff and errors that I would like to show off. So I quickly ran over there and, we were able to take a look at some of the things. And then all of a sudden, as things typically go in a coin shop, it started to get really busy. So I ended up having to leave. I had places to be, things to do. But when it comes to numismatics and errors and things like that, I know very little about that stuff. I've never claimed to be a numismatist. I don't really know a lot about numismatics. The book that you see here, this is something that I think is a helpful tool for anybody that is getting into coin collecting, as it will have pretty much all American coinage going back as early as like the early 1700s up to today. And you'll see different like mint marks and die strikes and error coins and the total amount of circulation for a particular coin, and it gives you the different grades and what they're worth. So if you haven't gotten one of these books, I strongly suggest that you definitely check them out. But in terms of numismatics, I know very little about that stuff. I buy some of this junk silver, not to keep it for myself, but I typically buy it and I sell it on my auctions every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, also on my website, empirepreciousmetals.com. But so all of this stuff, while it's really, really cool, these barber dimes and quarters and halves and whatnot, these are something that, like I said, are out of my wheelhouse. I'm pretty sure that I've probably sold some items that may have been worth a lot more, but you know what? That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So we're going to definitely check in with Steve, see some of the really cool errors that he has, and then come back here just to quickly wrap up.
What's going on, buddy?
Good morning, Stormy. How are you?
All right, so you called me. Well, actually, I called you. I said, Steven, let's do a video. And you're like, all right, I actually got some cool stuff for you.
Yeah, so I took in a cool collection the other day. And actually, over the week, it's been very, very busy. I've been taking in some very cool coins. So this is actually one of my personal favorites. I'm kind of nerdy like that.
That's all right.
This is an 1882 O over S. This is like
rare?
It's fairly rare. It's just kind of a neat VAM variety of the Morgan silver dollars.
VAM meaning? Is that like it's like an error? Wasn't that something?
No, it's Van Allen, and
yeah.
It's the writers who actually said, you know what, the different variety, they made it the varieties notarized.
Gotcha.
Right? So they actually assigned numbers to them, and they did all the homework and figured out the die pairs. And
because I've heard that term used a lot.
Yeah, because the Morgan silver dollars had they used multiple different pairs, oddverse and reverse, and there's all kinds of combinations, and every one of them were a little different.
Right.
Because they were hand engraved back then.
So what's the deal with this coin?
So this one is a O over S.
All right.
Right.
Let me see. Let me move in here. Oh, hold on. Okay, let me zoom in on that.
Right. So if you look at the O, you'll see like a crossbar in the middle. It looks like a figure 8.
Let me get the focus on here because we're getting...
Yeah. And the word I was thinking of before was strong.
Oh, yeah, you can see it.
Because some of these are not... It's not super pronounced. This one is. This is a really, really nice example.
Yeah. It looks like the O has like a line through it.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like a figure 8 almost.
Wow.
So that's the cross-section of the S where it comes across through the O.
Okay.
So they they used a set of San Francisco dies.
Right.
And they actually just re-engraved the O right over top of it.
Oh.
So that's how that happened, and that happened frequently because they're hand engraved dies, so it took a long time for them to get from point A to point B, and then for them to manually get the pairs done.
Okay.
So remember, San Francisco was over. They had to go over to Sierra Mountains, and it was horse and wagon back then. It wasn't like they could just put it in an airplane and fly it there.
So now, isn't that why like Carson City became a thing?
It is actually. Right? So Carson City became a mint because the Comstock lode in Nevada was the largest silver strike in North America.
Okay.
There was so much silver coming out of there, it wasn't practical to ship it over the Sierras into San Francisco.
Right.
It was actually very dangerous. And they were losing cargo, too, from bandits. So they decided they actually built a mint there. It paid to build a mint there. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's the
why
story.
a lot of people love the Carson
Yeah,
series.
and it was only there for a short amount of time, but they're one of the most sought after coins.
So this 1882 O over S that you're talking about here, and I'm just gonna kind of come over here.
Yeah, this particular coin's got a couple issues. You know, it's got some cleaning on it and things like that. It's just a cool variety. You know, so it would be affordable. You know,
And like, let's just pretend it wasn't. You know, like you said, it had a couple cleaning issues or whatever, but pretending it didn't have any of those issues, typically, you know, what would something like this go for?
I'll get the gray sheet out and I'll show you.
All right, cool.
All right, so what do we got here?
So look, here's a gray sheet, right? So here's the 1882 O over S strong, and that's the one that we have. So it starts off at $40 in like really low grade.
Yeah.
This is actually a better condition coin, but again, it's got some issues, so it's details.
Right.
So you figure it's probably, I don't think it's quite an XF, which would be like a $70 coin. I think it's somewhere between the VF and XF. So somewhere between like a $50, maybe a $60 coin.
$55.
You know what? To be honest with you, on eBay, this is a really good coin.
Okay.
I probably could sell it for more than that on eBay. And that might be because there's 15% fees and people understand that, you know, so whatever. But it's a desirable coin. It probably won't be on there very long.
Do you ever do like a section in your shop, in your display cases or something, of like only errors and like oddball type things?
I really don't, because I usually sell them so fast that I don't have time to
sit.
accumulate. I do have an errors box, like a little box of error coins, like clipped coins, or it'll be something weird about the different coins.
Okay.
I do carry those.
Okay.
But again, I have dealers come in here. I have other folks come in here. They're usually gone pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So it's just not worth me setting up a spot.
Yeah.
This is also another very cool error. This is an 1888 O is in New Orleans.
Yeah.
This is called the Hot Lips variety. And this is a really, really good example of the Hot Lips. I don't know if you can zoom in on her lips
Yeah,
real
I'm
close.
moving on there. Oh yeah, she
You'll
looks
see
like she was.
big doubling.
Oh yeah.
You see,
It looks like she's been in a boxing match.
Yeah, that's
there,
right. It looks like
all
she's got
swollen.
two sets of lips, really, really far apart.
Wow.
They call that Hot Lips.
Wow.
So
flip it to the reverse there. What do we got? What mint is that? Oh, New Orleans.
New
you
Orleans
said.
again, yeah.
Yep.
So, again, not a real good grade coin. However, it's a really, really nice example of the Hot Lips, because it kind of varies. Some of them are a little less pronounced, and then some of them are really, really pronounced, like this one, where actually the nose is doubled.
I think I'm going to get you a T-shirt. It's going to say Hot Lips.
Hot Lips? That's me, right? Another cool error. Probably,
Sure.
It's one of the top 100 favorites.
I've never seen those.
Yeah.
First time I've ever heard of this.
Yeah, there's a lot of neat stuff in the Morgan dollars.
I've heard of the Van errors, whatever the Van with an M.
Van Allen and
okay.
a couple of other, Van Allen, somebody else.
Some
I don't
other
remember
dude.
who it is. Yeah.
But I've heard of those. But that's the first time I've heard of Hot Lips.
I should probably know that, but I don't.
That's okay. Whatever.
Yeah, so the Hot Lips, again, very, very... The 88O also had Scarface, so there was a die crack that actually went right across her face, like, I mean, very pronounced.
Like Al Capone style.
Yeah, big time, but like it ran from her nose all the way down to her neck. And that's another huge error. It's one of the top 100s.
Wow.
So they can get very expensive in the high grades.
Wow.
So two very cool coins right there.
Yeah.
Here's another cool coin you might like. Here's a New Jersey copper.
Okay.
This is actually not mine. I don't own this, but I had a customer of mine drop it off. So this is like from the colonial days when we were 13 colonies.
Look at that.
So
Is that a horse? And it looks like it's got
it's a
like
plow.
a saber. Oh, I was going to say a saber.
There's a few different varieties of this. This is actually what they call the small shield.
Okay.
So I was just doing some homework on it because this is kind of not my wheelhouse. It's a little bit early for what I'm used to dealing with.
Yeah.
But I have resources and I have people that deal with these things exclusively. So I looked it up.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And I found it's not as expensive as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I know high grades of this are very expensive.
Right.
But most of them look like this. This has been in the ground for a while. It's got some porosity issues.
Still, I mean, you're talking the late 1700s there.
Yeah, it's 1787.
Look at that.
So very cool, you know.
Year of our Constitution there. 1787.
1776.
That's Independence.
Yeah.
Declaration of Independence.
That's how we
1776.
signed it. We're gonna get into a history argument.
Yeah, Constitution 1787.
All right.
But That is cool. I don't know if you saw my Instagram post. I just picked up some Confederate Notes from the Civil War.
Yeah, I saw the post. I didn't look at the actual content though.
Yeah, and then I had some friends. I got the what do you call it? Some Civil War tokens. I didn't even know that was a
I
thing.
actually got a pretty cool one yesterday. I'll show you.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
I'm gonna just follow you. Oh, we can't look at that.
Show me my
No, I'm just actually gonna here. Let's see what he's got here. I'm just gonna take this. I'll take some of these.
Yeah.
Let
me get the gun out here. I'll take care of that.
Oh, all right. Jeez Louise. Oh, my God. I'm just going to look at a couple other things here on your desk while I'm waiting for you.
I'm going to put a sign on the front of the store that says ammunition. Due to the cost of ammunition, I don't shoot warning shots anymore.
Look at this, Fort Sumter. I actually teach about this battle when I go over the Civil War. This doesn't look like a coin, though. It looks like a medal. Because it doesn't have a...
Yeah, I think it's a commemorative.
Yeah.
The reason it's sitting there is I got to do some homework on it.
So you just took in a collection of just all this stuff?
I took in a lot of collections this week. It was a very, very busy week.
Wow. And what's this one here? Don't worry, I'm going to put everything back to where I got it. There's George Washington there. I've never seen this one either. Very cool stuff.
Remember, I was telling you I got a box of errors.
Oh yeah.
This is the box. I kind of just throw different type of errors in.
Okay.
Like here's an error. It's got "by" and "liberty" in the word "liberty." It's pretty interesting. So it's got like a single line. It's actually I think it was a die crack is why it happened.
Okay.
So a pretty neat coin. I got some clips in here. Anyway, this is where all my there's a clipped Planchet. You see a little chunk out of the bottom.
Yeah, but so what would have caused that when it was actually being...
When they were punching the blanks out,
Yeah.
sometimes they would come over and nip a little chunk out of the blank next to it.
Okay.
And they would miss it. And some of them can be pretty pronounced.
And so something like that, it goes for...
Not a lot.
Okay.
A couple bucks. This was a cool coin. I just found that this week. It's got a cracked Planchet, it's called. It looks like right across his head. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's actually kind of exfoliating.
Yep.
Pretty neat. I'm not a master around the different errors, but
Well, that because you're talking like real like specialty stuff.
it really is kind of it is a specialty field. Like into errors or into errors. Here's a cool coin. This was my brother actually found this coin roll hunting. This is like I don't know if you can see the rim on that or not. Can you see how like the step in the rim?
Yes.
So I'm not. Again, I got to do a little homework on this, but I think this is a decent error. Errors are weird because it's an 81 Kennedy half. Found that in a box. That's pretty cool.
Have you been still doing the coin roll hunting? And
yeah, look right over there. See that's this week's haul. I still got one more box to go.
Oh man, look at that. Oh, so the three on the left are all done.
Here he comes.
The
three on the left are all done. They're all blanks this week. But here's a cool token I took in. It's a store.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, store card they call these.
I've seen this.
Yeah, this is actually a cool one. It looks really nice.
Where's that one from? Do you know?
I don't remember, to be honest with you. Probably right what's on the writing.
New York.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah, so just some fun stuff.
Yeah, dude. I also got to see some like notes because I know every once in a while you'll get like the fractional notes in here and everything. Do you ever get like the educational notes?
I do, but they go out as fast as they come in usually. Yeah, pretty neat stuff. So.
All right, cool, man. Hey, I appreciate you.
Yeah, no worries, Stormy. We'll catch you next time.
All right, later.
So, also, the real only error coin that I have in my possession is this Wolverine Error coin that was discovered by Paulie Buck. This is the 2018 Mule Mint Error. This is a Wolverine coin that was minted in 2021, but here you see it's got a mint mark of 2018 right there. The year 2018, I shouldn't say mint mark, the date right there at 2018. So they definitely used old dies to stamp this side of the coin, not realizing that they needed to put the 2021. Only 400 of these were said to ever be struck by Perth Mint, of which I had 18 of them. I believe Paulie Buck has 2 or 3, and a couple other friends on YouTube, Guido Stackin, he got a tube of them, and Director of Awesome and Silver Husky, they got a tube of them. We only, between the 4 of us or 5 of us, other people that have been in the inner circle of friends, we haven't been able to really kind of track down where the others are. So definitely there are people out there that have this error coin and they just don't even realize it. They don't even look at the date on there. I mean, I typically don't. So that was a good find by Paulie Buck for sure. But when it comes to error coins and constitutional errors and numismatics and stuff like that, do you guys have a lot of this stuff on hand, or is this something that you collect? I'm curious as to, you know, what my viewers are into. So definitely comment down below some of the stuff that you have, and you know, what is like the coolest error that you have in your collection, or something that you want to buy. And I would like to quickly thank these elite channel supporters. And if you haven't already become a channel member, please check out the awesome perks and join today. With that, this is Empire Precious Metals. Until next time, long live the Empire.